The Season 4 level up rewards are pretty crazy, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing how we can level up in the quickest way possible to get access to these rewards ASAP. Now, Social family, and welcome back to another Madden 23 video. Hope you watching this are having a wonderful start to your day, and without further ado, let's get started. Now, quick note that I want to make at the start of this video, this isn't like a level up glitch. It's not like you're going to be getting from level 1 to level 50 by watching this video with some crazy glitch in this game, because that's just not the case. That's just not realistic. So I want you guys to temper your expectations a little bit, but still know that these three methods I'm going to be showcasing and these three steps I'm going to be showcasing are exactly what I do every single season to guarantee that I max out my level in the quickest way possible. Okay, now as I was alluding to, there's really only three things I recommend you focus on to get your level up quickly. Let's start with the most basic one, which I'm assuming like 90% of people know already, and that's just your daily objective. Now, I'm not going to spend too long talking about this. Your daily objective is just super simple. There's three things you got to do. Number one, get 200 yards, purchase a pack, and complete a set. And I'll give myself like 30 seconds just to explain this for anyone that doesn't know. Recording 200 offensive yards, simple. Go to a solo challenge, beat it, play it again, beat it, play it again, and you'll get 200 yards if it's an offensive solo. Then go to the store, filter on over by the select offer tab, and open up the gold plus player pack. It's going to cost you 500 coins, so that counts as opening a pack. And then with whatever card you pull, all you're going to do is you're going to go to sets right here, and you're going to put the card in the 70 to 71 core rookie exchange. And just like that, in a matter of seconds, you'll get your offensive yards, you'll open up your pack, and you will complete a set, which is going to complete your daily objective for the day. Now, the reason why this is absolutely vital is because the massive amount of XP you're going to get. I know some people are probably watching this and you're like, Swift, you only get 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,500. That's not a ton, but fellas, the real XP is going to be found in here with the daily tracker, and that's basically going to give you a massive amount of XP every couple days. So for example, right here, if we get the daily objective done 5 days, that's going to be 20k XP. Do it for 10 days and you get 25k, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 45,000. It's a ton. So 100% the first thing I'm going to recommend you guys do is get your daily objective completed. Let's move on to thing number two, which I use to get XP. Now, I know some people will recommend you go to your stats tab right here and complete like some of these touchdowns, complete some of these points and stuff like that, but to me personally, I don't think this is worth grinding for in the slightest. Like, look at how much XP you're going to get. For getting 700 touchdowns in this game, which is a ton, you only get 5k XP. That's almost nothing. For the points, it's almost nothing. For the rushing yards, it's almost nothing. I wouldn't focus on these. I'd let these happen naturally. So instead, that means for step number two, we're going to focus on our promo specific missions in this game. And this is kind of a weird time in Madden because there's only 2 field passes in the game right now. Usually there's going to be a bunch of other field passes for whatever other promos there were. So like for the playoff promo, for the combine promo, there were field passes for those. And what I'm going to recommend you guys do is get progress on those other field passes. Reason being is because within a bunch of them, you're going to be getting a ton of XP. I'll try and put up some screenshots on the screen right here, but for like 1 or 2 levels in those other field passes, you're getting like 20k, 25k, 30k XP. So my recommendation to you is instead of sitting in the season pass and being like, what could I do in here to get XP? Should I do my stats? Should I do some like other random missions? No, I'd actually recommend you go to the other field passes and get progress on those. And I know, like I said, there's no other field passes in the game right now. There are some missions for Team of the Year. Again, I do recommend these. I'm probably going to get these completed as well. So if you haven't done a Team of the Year set, I would recommend you do that. If you haven't done your solos, I'd recommend you do that as well, because this is giving you about 20k XP. But ultimately, if you go to those other field passes in this game and then you scroll on over and take a look at the missions, some of them will be like completing a certain amount of sets or completing one specific set. Others will be like doing your solos in that program or getting stats with players in your lineup in that program. Those are things I recommend you grind for to get more XP. So that's step number two, and that's probably the most helpful thing. Honestly, I feel like I get the most amount of XP from my other promo specific field passes. Now, number three, let's take a look at the competitive field pass in this game, because similar to what I was saying before, where there's a bunch of these like XP tokens in those promo specific field passes, the same thing is going to happen in the comp pass. Level 5, 25k XP. Level 8, another 25k XP as we keep scrolling right here. Level 12, another 25k XP. Level 17, 50k XP. That's massive. 21, another 25k XP. Want to open up packs with better odds than EA Sports gives you? Well, check out MUTpacks.com to open up packs, win coins, and withdraw them directly to your account. And of course, use code SWIFT as you're checking out the site for 15% off. But how do we get progress in the competitive field pass? Let's talk about it. In my opinion, there are only 2 things you should be doing in this entire field pass. The first one is very simple. You're going to want to get these 2 sets done. Go to your set screen right here. You can click X on these sets. It'll take you directly to to the set completion page, you're basically going to put in some gold players to get this 81, some low elites to get this 82, and although you might lose like 5,000-10,000 coins, you're getting a ton of CP, so these are 100% worth it. Then once you guys have gone through and you've done that, then it's time to play some MUT Champions, fellas. MUT Champions is the best way to get CP by a mile. Head-to-head seasons doesn't even give you close to as much. Solo battles doesn't even give you close to as much on a per game basis. Like for MUT Champions right here, you get 2 CP for winning a game, and then you get a ton of additional CP when you get to 5, 10, 20 wins. As you can see, when we get to 10 wins, that's 20 CP. 15 wins is another 20, and compare that to like head-to-head seasons, it's not even close, bro. Like for head-to-head seasons, you only get 5 CP when you win 5 games. If I win 5 more games of MUT Champs right here, I'm going to be getting a total of 30 CP, whereas if I did head-to-head seasons, I'd only get 5. And then solo battles is the same deal, man. If I win 5 solo battle games, I only get 9 CP, whereas if I win 5 more MUT Champion games, I'm going to get 30. So hopefully that articulates that point and shows why MUT Champs is the best. And also, little side note, MUT Champs is typically easier than head-to-head seasons, so you're probably going to be running into players that are a little bit worse on MUT Champs. I find that MUT Champs, the competition, is a bit easier. It makes the games go quicker, and it just kind of makes it more inclusive. If you're not that good at playing online, you should be okay in MUT Champions. But ultimately, those are the 3 steps I recommend you guys follow. Step number 1, get your daily objective completed. Step number 2, take a look at any other promo-specific field passes in this game. I know when I'm recording this is kind of a horrible time to mention that because there are none right now, but typically in Madden, there's going to be other field passes, and you want to get progress on those, because getting progress on those, again, will give you a ton of XP. And then finally, step 3 is the competitive field pass, and in the competitive field pass, again, the only 2 things to worry about: playing MUT Champions games and making sure these sets missions are completed. And yeah, ultimately, those are the 3 steps I follow to basically guarantee I'm going to max out my field pass every single season and get progress in the quickest way possible. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button, and to check out a video where I showcase my favorite Team of the Year players in this game, click right here. I think you'll enjoy it, and I'm out. Peace.